So you're gonna answer every question in one word or one sentence maximum. Easy for you. You're a lyricist. Yeah. All right. The first question is, what's the best advice you've ever received?
What if it can turn out better than you can imagine?
Second question, what's the worst advice you've ever received?
Be realistic.
I've been living in my imagination and dreaming about so many things that I couldn't reach for far too long. Always thinking about what would happen if I start working on this goal of mine or a project that I want to get into, and how these goals and projects may turn out. These goals and little projects, there are too many of them, aren't they? They just pop into our minds out of nowhere, or maybe because we're constantly thinking about a better version of ourselves. Just the thought of doing these things that you love and envisioning yourself succeed gets you motivated, doesn't it? And you're fired up to get to work, aren't you? But then slowly they start to fade away, and you start doubting yourself, getting back to the normal and ugly reality that you can't escape, just as usual. Sounds familiar?
This struggle has been going on for quite some time now, and I wouldn't be exaggerating if I said it's been killing me from the inside, not being able to do the things I love. But after taking some time to practice deep self-reflecting and assessing my situation, just to try and help what's still left of me, I think I have arrived to the source of the issue. And it's very simple. It's just a lack of organization, but it has multiple levels. So let me explain.
Lack of organization and clear vision of what I'm about, what I should focus on, and where to start from. You see, we get so many inspirations throughout the day, and it's not that we don't want to work on them, but we quickly lose interest in them because there is no defined system that can help us manage these ideas and inspirations. For example, what should take the priority in execution? And when can we work on our ideas when our days are filled with other tasks that need to be dealt with? School, family matters, and other responsibilities which usually take most of our times and energy.
Alright, enough of the drama here, I promise. I'm actually working on this video that you're watching right now, Magic.
Just like magic.
And I have to say to anyone who's trying to take the first steps and accomplish something in their lives that this will feel weird and hard in the beginning, and there will be so much resistance. That's normal, just because you would have been most likely operating within your comfort zone for too long and now you're trying to break out of it. For example, and speaking for myself, I reached a point where I became quite comfortable with doing next to nothing beside the other day-to-day responsibilities that I have to do in my day. And so change and adapting to new habits or a different lifestyle isn't going to be easy immediately. And when we try to start somewhere but then quit, we get frustrated and in turn it worsens our situation. Honestly, just imagine how many of these small failures you would start accumulating throughout one day, 1 week, and 1 month. All I can say here is the pressure is real, my friends. And that's why I'm trying to put myself to focus with the help of 4 practical steps that are hopefully going to help me pursue my goals. Just to be fair here, I will give myself a week, just try and see how it feels and experiment with it, and then I'll report back to you guys. Oh, hey. You're gonna be here for this?
You're gonna keep the same clothes?
Okay. Anyways, so as I mentioned before... What?
He said, as I mentioned before. What does that mean? You're gonna repeat yourself.
Bro. Dude, come on now, please.
Yeah, directly, bro.
We're just starting here. I'm trying to...
Hey, listen, man. We both know the metrics. We've done all the necessary work here. Click-through rate, retention, audience retention, blah, blah, blah. You better know that people ain't gonna listen to you just talk for a long time. So do something different here.
Alright, okay. That's it. So this step will give you a clear idea of what you really want to focus on in your life. And all you need to do here is what I call a visual vomit. So you're going to sit down and write all the ideas and all your goals that you've always been thinking about. They're there. And you want to take your time here because ain't nobody chasing you.
That's good.
This is literally your life, and these are the things that matter to you most. But anyways, you just want to take a deep breath, open a blank page, and start writing. Now this step, the second step, is very important because you need to understand that you can't do everything all at once. But now that you have a visual representation of your goals, it's easier to take a minute and prioritize the things that you want to focus on for the next 3 to 6 months, let's say. I learned this step from Thomas Frank, and the app we're using here is Google Calendar. First, we block out all the occupied times in our days that we cannot change. Second, we add the prioritized task from the second step to the calendar. And remember to be flexible here. Don't cramp up so many tasks. The idea here is to dedicate a certain time of your day to work on your goals. Let's start with 20 minutes a day. Step number 4, and I cannot emphasize this step enough. I mean, most people fail because they reach step number 3 and they don't know how to act after. How to translate your goals into daily habits and actions. This is where you need to understand that your goals should act as a compass that guides you to your destination, that shows you what direction you're headed towards. I mean, without a goal, you can't score the ball.
Wow.
Right. That was a catchy phrase, hey? Yeah. However, on top of your goals, you need a system, which is the path that you're going to walk on to reach your goals. Without a path, there is no progress. Didn't sound as catchy as the first one, huh?
Yeah, no, it wasn't as impressive.
No.
Keep going though. Good stuff here.
But yeah, progress is the key word here, because when you see progress and improvement in anything you do in your life, that's when you feel motivated and you want to do more. So how do we create systems for our goals? Well, I've got your back. As a bonus, I've been using this app called Notion, which I've been relying on to follow up on my daily habits and actions that I try to implement in my life. What I really like about Notion is it's fully customizable, so it gives you a lot of options, and you can literally organize all aspects of your life within Notion. I know what you're thinking now. Why do we need Google Calendar anymore?
Yeah, man, I was just gonna ask that.
Google Calendar will visually show us when in the day we need to work on a task. But then when we tap into what we need to work on, creating systems, that's when you tap into Notion. You start with simple steps and you move forward daily. It gives you databases that can hold all your notes, projects, your ideas, everything in one place. You don't need to jump around between different apps and, stuff, right?
That's good.
And so these two apps, Google Calendar and Notion, definitely complement each other. And I would recommend them to anyone who really want to start. And just by working with these two apps on a daily basis, I feel like I've achieved something in my life, something tangible that I can look at. And it's keeping me, more engaged and less worried about what I need to focus on, because I'm creating something visual and concrete that I can visit every day. I'm repeating myself.
I'm actually proud of you, man. You did really well here.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you should definitely keep going.
So these are the 4 steps that I would definitely start implementing in my life if I want to organize it, if I want to start working on all my ideas and goals.
Yep. Let's just...
Okay, we'll stop here. Okay, I talked a lot here and I hope that you found some value. But I want to leave you with this thing, and this is my only piece of advice that I can give to anyone who really want to do something in their lives. Give yourself a fair chance, a full fair chance that involves acquiring all the knowledge that you need and executing on it too, because you need this and you deserve this before you decide and quit on yourself. And let's always remind ourselves, what if it could turn out better than you can imagine? Peace.